Circle, where hardworking parents come together to talk about real life without judgment, without perfection. Just I'm Curtis, and I'm with my good friend and co-host of this circle, RJ. Hey, man, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Curtis. So, what's up with everyone? Always great to be here. This space is so important. Just parents supporting parents, right? Today's topic, though, this one hits home. We're diving into how to encourage confidence in our kids without making them feel pressured. And the reason it hits home is because I wasn't the greatest parents when my kids were younger. I had a lot of learning to do on how to be a good parent. So we're taking some of that lessons learned here today and sharing that with you, right, Curtis?
Yep, that's right, RJ. As hardworking parents, we want the best for our kids. We push because we care. But sometimes, when our intentions are loving, our kids may hear pressure. So today, we're talking about
Hmm.
encouragement versus pressure, and how to help our children feel confident without feeling like they have to be perfect.
Absolutely.
So, why can pressure backfire? Well, let's find out. Pressure isn't always loud or harsh, it can be subtle. It can sound like, how'd you do? Or did you win? Kids can possibly translate these into, if I don't perform, I'll let you down. So, that could be an issue,
Hmm.
but let's carry on and find out.
Yep. And then that pressure can push kids away from even trying, right? They avoid new opportunities because they're afraid to fail. Confidence comes from freedom, knowing it's safe to try and safe to fail, right? And you have some experience in this. I'd like to believe that your daughter is she's encouraged, right? She's supported in the things she does. So we're going to share some of that, right?
Yep, yep, yeah. I do try to do my best. Sometimes grumpy about things because she wants her way and not always is it the right way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, true.
And it's not always what. And here's the thing: it's not always what we want them to do either, right? How do we work around that? So we're
Yeah,
going to teach
well,
some of
there's
that.
some like standard things you got to do, right, every day, and sometimes the kids don't
Yep.
want to do it. You just got to encourage them the right way. So, true confidence isn't built from expecting perfection. It's built on moments where trying is celebrated, not succeeded, not just succeeded. So, let's look at 6 ways to encourage confidence without pressure. All right, let's break it down. 6 ways we have right here in the parent support circle. We can support our kids differently if each one I'll read each one, RJ, and you can jump in at any time. Okay?
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. So the first one is praise effort over income. Instead of why didn't you win, say I love you. I love how hard you tried.
Right? Because effort builds growth, right? Not just achievement. So the more we're encouraging them in the love area, the more we're offering them the opportunity to try it again.
Absolutely. Be more empathetic, right? Also, share your own struggles. Sometimes I tell my daughter when I'm nervous before a big moment. So I say, hey, I sometimes I feel nervous about doing one thing. It's okay to be nervous. Sometimes that nervousness can actually make you perform. How do you feel about that, RJ?
Absolutely. That one's a powerful one, right? It shows that even adults are allowed to feel insecure. And that shows our vulnerability. If they know our parents aren't God or the
Perfect.
king or queen, they're more
Yeah.
likely to be on the same level, and it's more encouraging for them, I think.
Absolutely. So number three would be give them choices. Let them choose their outfit or after school activity when possible. We do this with my daughter. She picks her own food out. She knows how to cook food now. Some of it, not everything, but some certain stuff. And we just let her do it. Say, hey, you want to do this? Go ahead, have at her. And then if she's doing
Hmm.
something maybe a little bit unsafe, we'll say, hey, try this or do this. And I try to not say, hey, try this other thing. It might be better for you to do this. And usually it's well received. Sometimes that we've done it before, we're like, oh no, that's wrong. Don't do this, do this. And then she gets all upset and oh, I don't want to do it now, which is not what we want. We want to make sure that she's
Right.
doing certain like life skills. Basically, we're trying to encourage her. So I do find
and
that
and
the
she's
encouragement is better than being strict for sure.
and if she's enjoying it, then it's more of a give and take. There's more buy-in in the process, right? Because and this
Right,
is what I
right.
was talking about earlier. You were talking about, okay, yeah, we have certain things that we have to get done, but if you offer them choices in those moments, in the things that matter to them, you get more of a give and take. There's a you're working together, right? There's a collaboration. That's
That's
the
right.
word I was looking for. Because every
Yep.
decision they make helps build independence, right? And small choices become big confidence,
Yep, for sure. And also, you just give them number four would be encouraging problem solving. Instead of jumping in and ask, "What do you think you could try?" So I ask
right?
them, "What do you think you could try?" So that
Yeah.
gives that ownership of doing something, right?
Yes, right? You're not coaching, or you're coaching them. You're not telling them what to do. You're not rescuing them from their problem. You're helping
Hmm.
walk them through the problem so they learn how to solve it themselves.
Absolutely, and that could be just the beginning of one thing to other things. Realize, hey, I can do this, and then gives them that confidence,
Exactly.
right?
There gives them the confidence they need.
Yep. So be specific with praise. So not just a good job, but I'm really proud and how patient you are with whatever it may be. So hey, I'm so happy that you did a great job at cooking today. Look at it looks good. It looks fantastic. You did a great job. That sort of
Right?
stuff, right?
That that reinforces who they are, who they're becoming, not just what they did. I have actually even do this not just with the kids. Well, I didn't learn how to do this well with my kids, so I'm
Yep.
glad to hear it now coming from you. But
Right.
I even do this in society, right? You know,
Yep.
you see somebody who's look, it's tense in their environment. They're struggling through what they do, but you can see them retain their patience and just get the job done, and then people are respecting them because they're being patient and getting the
Yep.
job done. You know what? You know how many times I go up to say, you know what, that was amazing how you handled that, or something like
Oh,
to that
absolutely.
effect, and that
Yep.
encourages people. So that's what we're talking about here, and do that
Well,
with your
especially
kids and see how far
yep.
that goes.
Yep. Kids, adults, they all like the encouragement for sure. I am someone I do something well, I like to hear that too. I'm sure you do too,
Every
right? If you do
single
something
one of
good,
us,
it's like, oh my
doesn't matter
God,
our
I did a
age.
great job. Yep.
Yeah,
Gives you that little extra confidence, and then also gives you that praise that you might be looking for or need to do a better job next time, right?
absolutely.
So, number six would be value learning over winning. Instead of did you win, ask what did you learn. A very great question. Like, if you learn something every time, then you're learning how to develop yourself like everywhere, right? So, like it's part
Absolutely.
of the self development process,
Yep.
basically, right?
Mic drop on that one. Absolutely. John Maxwell always says he does this with his family, with his grandkids. He says, what did you learn from that experience?
Yep.
What could you do differently in that experience? So,
Yeah.
learn, okay, I enjoyed this, I didn't enjoy that, or
Yep.
what could you do in that circumstances that might make it better for you? So you're encouraging learning instead of saying, "Oh, you didn't do that right," or "Oh, did you get that right?" So you're not encouraging them to win or else. You're encouraging them to take a lesson from it.
Yep. Yep. So they can learn to do better on just on their own or their own thinking, right?
Yep.
Yep. So let's move forward. So signs your child might feel pressured. Let's talk about a few of the signs. The one would be they avoid new challenges. Another
Mhm.
one would be they get anxious before performance moments. Like they could be going to a sports thing and they get all nervous, right? They only tell you things when they're perfect. So like they could say only they did a
Mhm.
good job at this game at this point or whatever it may be, and they never tell you, oh, I had a crappy day. So that could be an
Mhm.
issue, right?
And that's them saying, "I don't feel encouraged," right?
Yep.
Because they're afraid to tell their parents because their parents are going to get upset because they didn't do well, right?
Absolutely, RJ.
Or they say things like, "I don't want to mess up," or "What if I disappoint you?" Right?
Hmm.
Parents, that's your cue to step in with reassurance, not more expectations.
Yep, I've seen that with my daughter too. I also had to check myself, not her.
Mhm.
It wasn't about her ability, it was about how she was reacting. So sometimes she
Not how she
gets
was reacting, how
moody
you
about
were
things.
reacting to her
Yep,
her behavior or
yep,
her
yeah,
performance.
yeah. So as parents, we gotta be like calm-ish, right? Don't wanna get too angry with the kids because that can trigger something with them too, right?
Yeah.
And, if they see that, hey, it's a pressure situation, maybe, oh, hey, my dad did it like this. Oh, maybe I can do better
Mhm.
next time.
So, what are some phrases we can use to reframe this thought process?
Yeah, for sure. So there's a couple of ones here, RJ. So instead of saying just don't mess up, try saying just do your best and enjoy it.
Hmm.
Another one would be, why didn't you win? And you could say, I'm proud of how you handled that.
Yeah.
That's more encouraging, right? Another one would be, show you should be the best, which is a lot of pressure, right? Instead of saying, "I love your effort." So once they're done, say, "Hey, I love how you did this. That's a great job."
Yeah.
All right. Just when they're, and then the next one would be, "Don't let me down." That's bad. That's not very good because then the kid thinks they're just doing it for you, not for
Yeah.
themselves. And what you could also say, which would be better, is "You're amazing no matter what happens." So it gives them the option that, hey, I may fail here, and that's okay, which is
Mhm.
also another learning experience, as we know,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know about you, but imagine, and I imagine how it would have been if I heard things like that growing up, right? How different things would feel today. Look, I still struggle with confidence sometimes,
Hmm.
but I feel it's because of the upbringing I had, the words I heard, like you just, kind of mentioned. A lot of those hit home with me because those are
Yep.
things I heard growing up. So
Yeah, for sure.
how we treat our children. And this is what, look, I know we're in this PC culture where we're supposed to nurture our kids. And
Yep.
this is what we're talking about. You don't have to baby them, you don't have to nurse them through everything, but give them that encouragement with the words you use. It will make them better, stronger, happier people in the long run.
Oh yeah, absolutely, RJ. But that's the past, and then we can only improve ourselves by taking courses and other things, right? As we know,
Absolutely.
self improvement is always available as an adult and even as kids.
And that's
So
why
let's
we're
wrap
doing
this
this,
up
right?
today.
That's why we're doing this, right?
Yep,
Because we can improve to help our thoughts, our thinking, our behaviors to help our kids improve their lives and their
that's right.
behaviors down the road.
Yep. All right, and hopefully this show will help those other parents to do better as well. So let's wrap it up today. Kids don't grow confidence because we push harder. They build confidence when we believe in who they are and not what they do.
Absolutely. Our role is to guide, right? Not push, just support, not control.
Yep,
Celebrate their progress, not their perfection.
absolutely, RJ. So if this message resonates with you, share it with other hardworking. This is what the circle is all about: lifting each other up.
Yep. And ring that bell, right? Leave a comment or message
Hmm.
that we would like you to bring to the circle next. We want to hear from you. We're all learning together.
That's right, guys. Just for information, if you want more real, unfiltered conversation like this, join our parent support circle on Facebook or YouTube, where we go live every Sunday, as you know. And then also, I have a newsletter available as well. You can check out the parentsupportcircle.com, and you can check all the information out there. Okay, RJ.
Yep. And so we're in the trenches with you, right? You don't have to figure this out all alone.
That's right, guys. Thanks for being part of the circle. You are better than you think. And remember, your child doesn't need a perfect parent; they just need a present one. Thank you.
Absolutely. Hope
Awesome, guys. Have a
everybody
good
got
night.
value from that.
Absolutely. Have a good one, guys.